Georgia. I'm here at the site of the old Corrib Great Southern Hotel in Galway, where Éirígí activists are about to highlight the scandal that is vulture landholding. This site is of course owned by our very own vulture landlords, the Corrib brothers, along with their partners, the McHales. The hotel itself was closed in 2007 when it was owned by developer Jerry Barrett, who purchased it at the height of the Celtic Tiger for a fee of €30 million. His intention was to redevelop the site, but the 2008 financial crash put an end to that idea. The site and the hotel fell into the ownership of NAMA until it was purchased in 2013 by the Corrib-McHale consortium for a cut price fee of €3.5 million. But the site continued to lay idle, and the hotel became an ever-increasing eyesore and a hub of antisocial activity. In 2015, Galway City Council classified it as a derelict site, but 8 years on from that, there is still no sign of any development here. The hotel itself was demolished last year, and in its place stands a neatly stacked pile of rubble. But neither an empty hotel nor a pile of rubble will serve the interests of the people of Galway. But it does serve the interests of vulture landholders like the Comers, who are happy to leave sites like this idle for years on end as they play the property speculation game. There is no moral justification for property speculation like this. Ireland is in the grips of the worst housing crisis in decades, and the effects of this are very sharply felt here in Galway. Yet, property vultures like the Comers and the McHales are allowed to leave sites with huge development potential untouched for years on end. What we need is action from local and national government authorities that stops these vulture landholders from profiting from the misery of the housing crisis. In the case of the Corrib Hotel site, that action could and should take the form of a compulsory purchase order that would see this land taken into public ownership and used to develop universal public housing. Given the close proximity of this site to ATU, that housing should be student specific. Not only would this provide hundreds of housing units for students, it would also free up other units across the city for workers, families and other non-students. These are the kind of joined up, forward-thinking solutions we need in order to solve the housing crisis. Solutions that put the needs of the many ahead of the greed of the few. Vulture landholders cannot be allowed to profit from our misery any further. Éirígí is serious about building a movement that will deliver housing justice in Ireland. Justice that will break the hold that landholders, developers and vulture landlords have on Irish housing. If you're ready to be part of this movement, then get in touch with us today.